Hey friends, welcome back to LeeA. Today we're making a dessert that looks cafe level but is totally doable at home. A chocolate sponge cake layered with tangy orange jam and a silky cream cheese mousse. Sound good, right? Preheat your oven to 300 degrees Fahrenheit or 150 degrees Celsius and line a 10 by 12 inch or 25 by 30 centimeter rectangular pan. Crack 5 eggs, separating whites and yolks carefully, whites in a clean grease-free bowl, yolks in another. And here's a real-life lesson: always crack into a small safety bowl first. One rogue yolk falling into your whites, game over. It's like that one character who ruins the whole plot twist. I've cried over it like the finale of a sad movie. Now, in the yolks bowl, whisk together 1/4 cup or 55 milliliters of milk and 3 tablespoons plus 1 teaspoon or 48 grams of neutral oil. Then sift in 1/2 cup or 55 grams of cake flour and 1 tablespoon or 10 grams of cocoa powder. Mix it until smooth, but be gentle. Don't whip it like you're in an arm workout. So let's move over to the whites. Add just a little squeeze of lemon juice, literally a few drops. Start whipping on medium speed. When you see those large, airy bubbles, sprinkle in a small portion of the sugar. As the foam gets finer, add the rest gradually until the peaks look glossy and bend slightly. You want them shiny and stable, not dry and clumpy. Honestly, over-whipping whites is like over-texting a crush. You'll end up with something grainy and disappointing. I've made that mistake, and the sponge turned into a rubbery sheet nobody wanted to photograph. Now here comes the folding step. Take a spoonful of those fluffy whites and mix it into the yolk batter just to loosen it up. Then gently fold in the rest using an under-over motion, like you're tucking a blanket. The key here is patience. Stir too hard and all that precious air just escapes. Pour it into the pan, smooth the top, tap lightly to pop big bubbles, and bake for about 30 minutes at 300 degrees Fahrenheit or 150 degrees Celsius. And a tiny shopping hack: if you're in the United States and don't own a stand mixer, Target or Walmart has decent hand mixers, around 20 bucks, total lifesaver, and your arms will thank you. Let it cool completely before peeling off the parchment. Next up, a pop of brightness. Peel and segment 2 large oranges. Ditch all the pith and membranes, just keep the juicy pulp. Costco usually sells big bags of sweet oranges that are perfect for this, or if you've got homegrown oranges, even better. That's about 240 grams of orange segments in total. Turn on the heat, toss the orange pulp into a pot with a squeeze of lemon juice, and let it warm until juicy. Now here's the trick. In a cup, mix 1/4 cup or 60 grams of sugar with 4 grams of pectin. Why bother mixing sugar and pectin first? Because pectin is moody. It only behaves if it's wrapped up in sugar. Skip that step and you'll end up with gummy clumps. Sprinkle that mixing gradually while whisking like crazy. If you're looking for pectin, check the canning aisle at Walmart or Target. Of course, Amazon's got your back if you're a click and wait kind of person. Simmer for 3 to 5 minutes until it turns glossy. Use a blender if you want a smoother texture. You'll notice the kitchen suddenly smells like a candy shop, and Citrus Grove combined, sweet, sharp, and cozy. The jam will look runny at first, but as it cools, it thickens into that perfect spoon coating texture. Not fun. Cool the jam completely before layering. Hot jam means melted mousse. Jam too loose? No biggie. Reheat, whisk in a tiny pinch more sugar and pectin, simmer 1 more minute, and you're back in business. All right, let's move to the star of the show, that mousse. First, bloom 1 teaspoon or 5 grams of powdered gelatin in cold water, about the same as 2 sheets if you're using leaf gelatin. And make sure it's ice cold. If the water's too warm, the gelatin can start dissolving right there, losing its setting power and clumping. Now take the softened gelatin out of the soaking water, pop it into a small bowl, and place that bowl over a pot of hot water. Stir until the gelatin fully melts down and turns liquid. Set aside. Melt 3/4 cup or 120 grams of dark chocolate using a bain-marie, which basically means putting your bowl over a pot of simmering water. Just make sure the bottom doesn't touch the water. Steam does the job. If the bowl sits in the water, the chocolate seizes, and believe me, I've been there, is less than #0. 5 hashes greater than. It looked like a breakup scene in a rom-com, messy and not fixable. Meanwhile, grab your hand mixer and beat 7 ounces or 200 grams of cream cheese until it's smooth and creamy. Sprinkle in 3 tablespoons or 45 grams of powdered sugar and keep mixing until everything is fluffy and lump-free. Then, pour the melted gelatin straight into the cream cheese bowl and keep beating until the texture looks airy and the color is even. I almost always grab Philadelphia cream cheese because it's reliable and smooth, easy to find at Kroger, Safeway, or even Target. For chocolate, I love using Ghirardelli or Trader Joe's baking bars. They're affordable and taste way fancier than they cost. Whisk until you've got this silky, glossy base. Now for the cream, whip 1/2 cup or 125 grams of whipping cream until soft peaks form. Fold this into your cream cheese base, mix well. For the chocolate mousse, fold 2/3 of that cream cheese mixture into the melted chocolate bowl. Mix well until the color is even. Next, pour in 1/2 cup or 125 milliliters of whipping cream. Mix again until really smooth. This becomes your rich chocolatey mousse layer. Smooth, deep, and sexy. A kind of chocolate straight out of a rom-com. Oh, and about handling. Mousse behaves best when it chills properly. If your whipped cream goes grainy because you got overexcited with the mixer, don't even bother trying to rescue it. Just start over. Honestly, it takes less time to redo than to cry over failed mousse. For the orange mousse, stir 1/3 cup or 80 grams of cooled orange jam into the remaining cream cheese mixture. This one is lighter, tangier, and gives that surprise citrus zing. And here's me being real. One time I got lazy and didn't split the mixture. The result, everything just tasted meh, like someone muted the flavors. Splitting is what keeps the flavors balanced and fun. Now, trim your cooled sponge so it fits snugly in your mold. Then start layering. Sponge base, chocolate mousse layer, orange mousse, a thin smear of orange jam. Tap the mold firmly to even out the layers and avoid bubbles. Repeat if your mold is tall enough. Smooth out the top when you're done. After assembly, refrigerate the cake for at least 6 hours, preferably overnight. This isn't optional. It's the difference between neat, Instagrammable slices and a collapsing tower of cream. If you're in a hurry, you can cheat a little by popping it in the freezer for 30 minutes to firm the surface, but don't skip the long fridge chill. That's non-negotiable. Unmolding can be intimidating, but here's a hack. Grab something tall to set your cake on. I'm using a cup here. Warm the outside of your mold just slightly with a hairdryer on low for a few seconds around the ring. When it feels just right, press the cake down and it'll slide right out of the mold so smoothly. Decoration is all about your mood. A light dusting of cocoa looks elegant, chocolate curls feel dramatic, and orange zest or candied slices scream citrus celebration. Personally, I like grabbing Trader Joe's dark chocolate bars. Cheap, cheerful, and perfect for shaving into curls. Now for the most dramatic reveal. Heat up a knife in hot water, wipe it dry, and slide it down cleanly through the cake. Lift out a neat slice and the sponge bouncing gently, and right at the cut edge, that orange jam oozes ever so slightly, glistening and giving off this citrusy perfume that just pulls you closer. Set the slice on a plate. With a fork, press down through the glossy top, lift a bite, and taste. That first bite, soft cocoa sponge, bright citrus zing, and this silky chocolate cream cheese hug. Second bite, third bite, a couple more forkfuls, and suddenly, poof, the slice is gone. Don't blame me, blame the fork. And that's it. A cake that feels like cafe luxury but comes from your own kitchen. Tell me in the comments, are you team fancy curls or team minimal dusting? Either way, you've got yourself a showstopper. And don't forget to like and subscribe to LeeA for more little edible celebrations.